Hello guys, and welcome to this brand new video where I show you how to make gravity in Scratch. Yup, a pretty tiresome job, might take some time, not much actually, but well, it'll definitely pay off. So you might want to hang on. Don't leave just yet, because this is pretty much a universal principle. And first I'm gonna show you the two versions of gravity in Scratch and which one is better. Alright, now here is a project I made to show you the two versions of gravity in Scratch: unrealistic and realistic. You can find its link in the description. Now, unrealistic. Now, when I press the space bar, the chick jumps. Only pretty unrealistically. The Y velocity is constant, you could say, for math nerds. And honestly, it's pretty unrealistic. I mean, you don't jump this weird in real life. It's like the chick is hitting an invisible wall up here and then just going back down. Alright, moving on. Realistic. Probably the best kind of gravity. Yeah, you see that? As you can see, the dog here is jumping, but much more realistically. You can see as the dog jumps up, he gains more velocity, and then less velocity, and then when he goes down, he gets more velocity. So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's much more realistic because the Y velocity does not remain constant. So let's make this in an actual project. Zoom! So, as you can see, I put a backdrop here for you. A little plain grassy field with a few tufts of grass sticking out. Not exactly the most realistic background of Scratch, but I'd like to say it's pretty okay, you know. And here we have Gobo, who is just staring at nothing and effortlessly smiling at nothing and just standing there and doing nothing. I can't imagine. Here, let's make them surprised. Let's make them happy. Surprised! Happy. Surprise! Happy. Surprise. Happy. Alright, and now let's put them back to smiling. Now, let's put in some code to make them jump. When flag clicked. Forever. Now let's make a new variable called YV. You can also call it Y velocity. You could even call it Hairy Potato if you wanted to. You can basically call this whatever you want, but I like it to call it YV, short for Y velocity, to keep things tidy. Make it for this sprite only, or for all sprites. It doesn't really matter. Now, you can show or hide this if you want, but I'm going to leave this on for the time being. So, now let's get coding. Alright. First, we need to change the YV variable by -1. There we go. Oh, not set. Change. Also, just set to 0 at the beginning. Okay, that's pretty fast. So, let's slow it down a little. Put -0.01. Now, you can adjust these values to whatever you want, okay? So, don't let me limit this to you. You can do whatever you want. Now, we simply change Y by YV. Okay, maybe that's too slow. Let's set back to -1. Now, as you can see, it's rapidly decreasing until Gobo is falling. Let's set their start position to x0 and y0. So, as you can see, Gobo is immediately falling all the time. Like, they don't even stop. They just plunge through the grass like they're some kind of ghost. So, let's fix that. Add an if statement and add is that more than or less than? Meh, who cares? And then add the YV variable on, actually, I meant the Y position variable on this side and add 1 on the other side. So basically, this is if the Y position is 0 or below. And 0, we are assuming, is the ground. So, now let's set the Y to 0. And now we have to set YV to 0 as well. Good! Gobo stays there. Next, we'll add a when space key pressed, but let's change it to whatever you want. Really, just do whatever you want. You could add up arrow or W. A lot of game designers use WSD, so you could use that too. Or space or up arrow, or a combination of them all. And then simply set YV to 15 or whatever. And as you can see, that makes us jump pretty smoothly. Oh, but it also makes us jump in the air. Oh no! This is probably good for Jetpack and Flappy Bird games, but not for us. So let's put an if around it. and put an x position equals 0 block in here. Oh no, y position equals 0 block. And as you can see, Gobo is now jetpack free. Yay! Now you can customize this to do whatever you want. This is the end of the video. Pretty short, huh? Well, in terms of YouTube videos, some can be up to like 3 hours long. So, well, like and subscribe for more content. Bye!